Honestly, I have no idea where to start. But we can get into it eventually. So there is a huge wave in modern people. They hold philosophy. It is either hedonism or nihilism, mainly, right? I'm not saying that everyone does. We seek for meaning in life, and many people they kind of suffer from it since they got no friends and they've been experiencing loneliness for a while. It becomes harder to feel fulfilled in life, right? And when they can't even put things together about their life and try to think about their future, how they should live their life, yada yada yada. Of course, having kids will never be a choice. It will be almost immediately eliminated. Why? Because they want to maximize their happiness, right? As I said. So many people they deem having kids as burdensome. I don't blame them since it is arguably true. You gotta sacrifice a lot, your time, resources, energy. Whoa. But I had time to think about it since I was a person who was okay with having kids and not having kids. So I was fine with, you know, either of these, right? As a person who've been struggling a lot about loneliness and meaning in life to some extent, I came to think that, wait a minute, if I feel lonely, you know, for a very long time, then wouldn't having kids fulfill my life? Wow. I mean, to me, it is quite profound since you don't want to be alone. That's why you are wanting some friends or a long-term partner or soulmate, whatever that you want in life. Right now, if you're in your 20s, just like me, or maybe still in school, you're probably not thinking about it quite much since the mainstream people just don't want to have kids, right? You don't want to spend a lot of money on it, except you are religious. That would be another case if you're Christians or Muslims, because many atheists they just don't get why they should have kids in the first place, since they can be free, their life would be so liberating, just do whatever they want. They don't have to care about their children, don't have to be a good role model, just whatever that they want to become. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, okay? And I would say that like mostly it is not our time to think about this thing quite seriously much, and maybe we're not ready. That is why people just think that, oh, if I were to have kids in the future, I don't think I want that. Let me put it this way. In fact, their their mind, it is kind of like they put their current situation, their psyche to that scenario in the future. I don't know, the next 10, 15 years, when they were having kids, they know that they don't like it that much since they they crave for freedom in life, right? They've been studying for what, 20 years, working for a while, so they want to enjoy their life, which is not wrong at all. I also want to do that. I believe that many people they also want to do that. So it is kind of hard to fully grasp it, and it might not truly register yet. I would say that it is a matter of time. You would truly understand it when at some point your life is ready, when everything is empty, you travel for years being with your partner, and then you feel like you lack something. I think that would be a breakthrough that you would start to understand about it. I mean, it is not this video first and foremost, it might sound like I'm encouraging you to have kids, but what I truly try to say in this video is that just I guide you to explore some other aspects of having kids in case you're considering about it. Why should I even have kids when I can't even find a job right now? I mean, yeah, bro, I'm not trying to say that you should get some kids right now, okay? Really, imagine like being a parent, a dad, a mom of someone. Wow. I understand that if you don't want to have kids, it's also fine. But truly, at least if you watch this video, I believe that you will explore some new aspects that you have never thought of. I don't want you to discover this video after 10 years of your marriage, and then you feel like, oh yeah, I want to have kids now. And then in the first place, you and your partner already agreed that you both didn't want kids, but now you somehow wanted it. So I don't want to break your relationship. It's quite horrible if that would actually be the case. You might think that like, oh, that's not gonna happen. I swear to you, I've talked about it so many times that just one misalignment, it can end your relationship. Even if you don't want to or your partner doesn't want to, it is really that bad nowadays since people, they understand about their values and personality, their belief, ideology, whatever, a lot. We live in an informative world where people are informed. They definitely understand themselves, so they don't want to live with someone whose values don't correspond with them. It is not good for neither of you. You can try to conceive a life where you are a parent, you have a daughter or a son, and you teach them so many things. You teach someone to become a better person. You see them grow over time. You don't have to feel lonely anymore when you have them, even though it is just temporary, but at least it is fun, of course. And it is so beautiful to raise someone. Moreover, it kind of fulfills what you liked as a child. So you kind of fulfill it for your children instead and see how their lives will be like. Man, it's so beautiful when you give something that you have never had to your children so that they can have it. And it fulfills your inner child's dreams by proxy. When you look at it from this lens, it is a win-win choice. You lose nothing. In fact, you would learn a lot from life. You don't have to feel lonely anymore when you have your children around. You learn how to be a better person for them. And by having them around, you sometimes have to be quite childish, which by proxy you nurture your inner child, and you would feel overall happier than not having kids, since you would have only your partner around in your house. At the end of the day, it is just your choice. I just give you another possible way to live your life, since you might have never explored it before. As I said, it might be hard to register when you are not financially ready, or you're not ready because you don't have a partner yet, or you haven't accomplished your goals in life. So maybe you can try to do whatever that you want first, like no hurry, it's your life. You can have kids whenever you want to. I think that is pretty much overall of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And see you in the next one.